Welcome to another episode of Locked In with DJ Scenario, and you know how it goes down. I got a special guest in the building.
What it do? This Legacy No Limit.
Legacy No Limit.
Legacy No Limit.
First of all, I see the grills. Mm-hmm. I see the dreads. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm from New York. Okay. That's not something we see normally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So tell the people where you from.
I'm from North Carolina.
North Carolina. Shout out to North Carolina. I got some family out there too. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So you in New York by way of North Carolina right now. You know what I'm saying? You're an artist. So what kind of art do you do?
I do rap, hip hop, trap music, you know.
Okay.
Motivation, you know.
Motivation. Is there motivation in your rap?
Yeah.
No cap in your rap?
Nah, no cap in my rap.
How long you been doing music for?
Man, about my whole life, about 14, 15 years, if not longer than that, you know. So you seasoned. You put some work in. Yeah. So another thing, let me ask you a question then. What to date have you felt has been like your biggest accomplishment as a musician, as a rapper, hip hop artist? Well, learning the game from Master P and Silk. I had my first deal was with No Limit.
Okay.
So learning the game from them, you know, graduated me.
Before you say that, because I was gonna say, you know, No Limit Legacy. For the people that don't know, No Limit is a record label.
Right.
Okay, so you know, for the people that need to look that up, you need to look that up because it was big for the culture, big for for everybody. How did you get locked in with No Limit? First of all, let's start there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, my hood is Sanford, North Carolina. We call it the Sand Trap.
Okay.
It's a block down there. They call it the No Limit block. So my people down there.
It's the name of the street.
Yeah, name of the street.
It's called No Limit.
No Limit block.
So the government decided, let's call this block No Limit.
They put it together. It's called
okay.
It's called Pineland.
Okay.
But they call it the No Limit block in my hood.
All right, got you.
So the cats out there, they real good with them out there. You know what I'm saying? P and Silk. So one day I was trapping my mixtapes out there, you know, moving around, and I ran into one of the cats. They said that they knew P and Silk. So
yeah.
I gave the cats my CD. You know what I'm saying? They
Did you just believe that right off the top? Like, we know these people.
Yeah,
right?
Because it's been like since I was about like eight or 9. The cats been holding it down over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just went to that side of the town, get it to them. They emailed it to them, and then came back 24 hours. Silk called.
Oh wow!
We want to lock in. You know
that doesn't happen regularly. And you know what I mean? Say first of all, like you push your mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? and that right there is a hustle on its own. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Yes, and then to find the right person, I think it had to be kind of like God's plan for you to bump into these people on the day you was giving out mixtape, because to get a call 24 hours later, you know what I'm saying, doesn't happen.
Right.
You know, that does not happen like that. So you get the call, and then what kind of conversation is had?
You know, he was like, well, you know what? He said, man, you sound like you already supposed to be with us. Like that, so what you want to do? So I told him, I was like, I'm ready to get out the streets. You know, it's time for a change, you know? And so he was like, he was like, okay. So he gonna talk with my big homie, whatever, and then we got everything together, what we want to do. And that was on my next flight, you know what I'm saying, to LA. And then we linked up, put our deal together. He was like that, he wanted to start his own label called Shot the World. So,
okay,
He wanted me to be the first artist. So I was like, okay, cool. So we gonna run it. So
is this like under the same umbrella of No Limit?
Yeah.
Okay.
He still had his own label through
through
through No Limit, through his brother's label. So so now I'm up on the No Limit and Silk label Shot the World.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm pushing both labels at the same time. So you know my numbers did real good. They
were you No Limit Legacy at that point, or was that was the point where you became No Limit Legacy, or it was just Legacy?
It was Legacy. So,
okay.
So when I graduated, you know what I'm saying? And I did what I was supposed to do by them, and I got blessed, you know, with another big position. You know? So, I talked to the big dogs. They were like, they granted me my wish. You know
okay.
So everything with love. I just added No Limit to it. Keep the respect. You know what I'm saying?
Where
I come from. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And Legacy No Limit.
So that's dope. So you signed this. Dreams do come true.
Yeah.
You believe in it. Now, were there anybody? You say you from this block, right? Were there any other rappers on this block that you mess with, or y'all were kind of like working together? And you brought along, maybe?
Yeah, it was like I had a group, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
NCR, North Carolina. And then we changed that name to call Bang Out. And then when I got the deal, it was like, I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then we're gonna pull them guys in.
Okay.
So it's like just kept getting bigger and bigger, and then it's like through time, everything gotta have a starting process. So that's where we are right now. So now I got a situation I'm working out right now, when hopefully I'll be a blessing to everybody soon. You know what I'm saying? So right now I done learned the game. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I got my deal. I got a new deal. You know what I'm saying? With Jay-Z nephew, Real Carter. He signed me to Rock Nation Distribution.
Okay, yeah, because I see the hat that you have on right now. You know what I mean? And you can, it's a difference when you go buy the hat and when you're actually a part of that, and you get, you know what I'm saying? So, the paper plane. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? So you got a new deal, new situation. Right. You know what I'm saying? But before I talk about this new situation, right? You put out that mixtape. Right. You know what I'm saying? We gotta we gotta get there. Okay. We gotta get there. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you put out this mixtape, all this happens for you, right? What kind of situation happens with the mixtape? Like, do you put out other projects on this, or was that the only mixtape or situation that you put on?
Nah, before then I had already, cause see I do my own beats. I'm my own engineer.
Okay.
So I do everything on my own. So it was like, I've been doing it. I had about like 4 mixtapes out. So this one, I want to do it differently. I went to Raleigh. I sold a couple of mixtapes up there. And then I was like, I do my hometown later. Come back.
Is this you hand to hand, like, yo, this hand to hand, you know what I'm saying? So I want you real quick to tell the people, or tell, the rappers that's coming up, or the rappers that have been in your shoes, speak on that a little bit, and how's that hand to hand situation where, it's like, what kind of grind is that for people to understand how hard this work is?
Yeah, it's like back then, hand to hand, we was pretty much going to everybody who we know. You know what I'm saying? Standing outside any storefront that said we could, anywhere we could post up at to try to get our music heard, any sound,
Yeah.
And then it got to a point where you got to learn the business more, where everything with digital, it gave more rappers as an outreach to really reach more followers. So I use, the most tool that we got that people don't work is the phone, you know what I'm saying, or the computer. So I know how to work it, so it's like I know how to contact the right people.
Do you feel like the hustle that you had with passing out your mixtape really helped with being able to go digital easily for you? Yeah, like it was more simple for you, and like
it was more simple. It was real simple, because it got me to a point where it's like, you know what? Okay, if I can't do it this way, at least I could do more. I could put more out quick. I could refresh. I could I could really just move around more. Cause like internet, you can be more places at one time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Instead of doing hand to hand. So I was like, I'm gonna work it. I'm gonna set up me a page. I'm gonna target this many audience here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work my audience.
So you had a plan?
Yeah, I had a plan. I had a formula.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was like, scratch all that. I was like, you know what? I need a formula. So I'm gonna shoot 12 videos, drop an album, drop a video every month for a year.
Okay.
I already work on my next project. So I always be ahead of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? Since you do make your own beats and you rap on them, how easy it is for you to just get in the studio and just be like, yo, I'm gonna record 20 songs today, 10 songs today. What's like the studio time for you when you go in, since you do all this by yourself anyway?
All right, see, like with me, right? I started off, it was like, I get it motivation from my kids.
Okay.
It's like, I got 4 kids, so my baby mom, she passed like 2 years ago.
Okay, condolences. Yeah,
thank you. So it's like I gotta finish when I started. So it's like the motivation was there with my family and everything like that. But now it's like I'm back to where, you know what I'm saying, where I'm at. So my kids,
yeah.
Anything could trigger, for the motivation. So it's like when that happened, I just go in there, let out the pain.
Yeah.
Power in the pain.
Was there? I like to dig deep. Was through the passing, you know what I'm saying, of your children's mother, your child's mother. People go in the studio and they record. How much of that pain or what you was going through made it to music?
It was like when I lost her, I couldn't really go, because everything was supposed to be to a certain point where I've been supposed to had a new deal, right, with Rock Nation.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get my situation with NOLIMIT together before I
move.
On, you know what I'm saying? So she passed on me. So it's like, now I got to go back and try to figure out how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So I was lost. I just put everything on hold.
Okay.
And then I get the phone call out the blue. They want to bring me to New York.
Okay.
I get a phone call from one of my guys. He was like, real Carter want to talk to me. Can I come to New York?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably like a week after she done passed.
Okay. Yeah.
And we done buried her. So,
Mm-hmm.
and so, all right, cool. You know, let's go to New York, see what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this.
Was you hesitant at first, or it was like, we got to go to New York? We have to.
Because it was like what's that left to do? You know what I'm saying? So I get the phone call, go up there.
Yeah.
They put me back where I thought I left from. You know what I'm saying? Give me my, you know what I'm saying? Give me my, what I left.
Yeah.
The pause for a second to handle life with my kids. You know what I'm saying? They gave me the right phone call. So
Yeah.
Now I'm back and it's like, I needed that to move on.
Yeah.
You know
You don't feel like
a miracle happened.
For me, talking to you and just realizing from you giving your mixtape to the right person, blessing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, the unfortunate passing of your child, your child's mother. Then you get a phone call, blessing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That changed things for you because I kind of feel like the pause would have been longer for some reason. For me, I'm talking to you, and I feel like the pause would have been longer. The pause you're talking about would have been longer had you not gotten this phone call.
You're right.
So I feel like that was a blessing because it's like you need to continue. I know you're going through this, but I need you. Something. This phone call is because I'm showing you that you need to continue.
Right. Yep.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yep, that's how it was.
All right, good. All right, we on the same page.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We on the same page. So you get the call from Rock Nation. Now let's talk about Rock Nation, right?
Okay. Yep.
We get to Rock Nation. We in New York. Is this your first time in New York when you get to Rock Nation?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Okay.
My second time. First time, my baby mom. Cause
Yeah.
New York, Flatbush, Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Are you born in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Like,
born in North Carolina.
How do you get to New York to meet somebody from New York to have a kid from somebody in New York?
Right. Okay. So she moved. From Brooklyn, to North Carolina.
Okay. Got you.
Mom was old. Mom got tired of being in the city. Like
Yeah. So what most people do, they move to the South, to settle down and live the rest of their life and chill.
Yep. And then she was working at Walmart. I went in there one day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Family reunion, I seen her.
Okay.
All that out, and then everything.
Yeah. Did she ever move back to New York, or she still okay? So you've been out here.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, so it was like around that time, like it was kind of dating that you came to New York.
She was probably in North Carolina probably like a good 7 months before I met her.
Okay.
We took 7 months, made it into like 7 years.
Oh wow, all right.
And it was like for 5 years I did the NOLIMIT thing, and then she passed.
Yeah.
Phone call. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like,
got you.
But before the NOLIMIT deal, I had a deal with Rock Nation. I was going through Polo at the time.
Oh, I know Polo. Okay, yeah, I know Polo.
Polo was handling everything for me, and then at that time, I get the call from Silk.
Okay, yeah.
My dream, so I went with him.
All right.
And figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, do you feel like that was a full circle moment coming back to Rock Nation?
Yeah, it was.
You know what I'm saying?
Because Rock Nation already told me what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? To get to them.
Okay.
So it's like, all right, I'm gonna take that knowledge and just still keep working. I get the phone call from Silk. So
yeah.
You know what I mean? A big moment. And then after that, man, like the game changed through about 7 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now, like, everybody ain't there no more.
How is it like getting having a deal with Rock Nation, right? Then getting a new deal, and I'm saying this, and then getting another deal back with Rock Nation, like, just explain a little bit. You don't got to get too crazy. Like, how is it leaving deals? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not that easy to say, I'm just gonna leave deals.
It's not. So it's like, okay, so when I got to Rock Nation first, they put me back in the day. They had development.
Yeah.
So they put me in workshop class.
Yeah.
Taught me everything I need to know how to get the deal.
Okay.
Like, people don't know, like, a deal is never actually done.
I'm surprised that,
Right,
you know what? But you talking about back in the day, because that's when they used to do it.
Right.
Now it's like, you be lucky if you get that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So it was like 3 meetings. It's always take 3 meetings before the deal actually really done. You know what I mean? So I had to learn everything, and then so by that time I left, I had to go build everything up for me to be who I was. You know what I'm saying? So I left that. In the process for building, I get the phone call with Silk. So now he offered me a moment. All right, cool. I paused on this to see how this was gonna flow. But Rock Nation was always there. Like, if it don't work out, cool, we here.
Yeah.
Or to come back here, I still had to get my levels. I had to get where I supposed to have in order to be, you know what I'm saying, in the game, in the door, you know what I'm saying. So
did you take the knowledge you learned or picked up from Rock Nation and take it to No Limit?
Yeah,
because it's like
I couldn't because it's like you got a label that's already there, and you got a label that's already been there, but still trying to get back there.
Okay,
so it's like I'd rather start. I have more if I build up with them. Jumping out the window, we already there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I went with that. So I have more instead of just trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't want nobody to keep my name.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So learn the game, and then started my own label. I put it beside Silk. You know
yeah.
And it was like that. And then when that didn't work, I was like, look, just start your own label. Soccerwear Entertainment off your last name.
Yeah.
And after that went well, and then I graduated from that. You know, a phone call came, Rock Nation, Rail Carter, Jay-Z nephew. You know
yeah.
Got a phone call from Big Dog, and then flew me up, and then we had a conversation, everything, you know. I've been with them it's my second year.
Okay, so let's talk about the music a little bit now. You know what I'm saying? You get to Rock Nation, you get back to Rock Nation. I'm going to say you get back to Rock Nation on a call that I feel like was a blessing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For me, I feel like it was a blessing hearing your story. You know what I mean? And now you got to put out new music. Are you still making your own beats right now? Are you still, or are you working, collaborating with other producers?
I mean, with a lot of producers. But right now, it's a cat called HP Productions. I've been dealing with him.
Okay.
He's been sending me that fire, but I'm open to any beats. Like, you know.
Do they ever send you something and you be like, I like this, but I want to tweak a little bit? Like, I got a sound in my head.
It's always like
because as a producer, I would feel like that's something, you know, that happens.
Like that. It's always like when you hear a beat, you always hear more than you expected. Like, it's never, if you can hear the beat just how it is, then okay, cool, you already got the song figured out. But if you're always supposed to train yourself to every song got to be a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want more out of it.
Yeah. Do these producers, that anybody you ever work with ever felt the way like, yo, I like it, but I wanna do something else to it? Do you ever get that kind of pushback? Like, damn.
Nah, really, it'd be like, I ain't even go like that. Okay, well, I hear something else in it, and then I'm gonna send it back to you. It's more like that now versus go like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did a beat like this, rap like this.
Yeah.
I pretty much have my way with it. You know
okay, so now are we working on anything new? Talk to me about the music and what you have out now.
Okay, I just dropped a new album called No Days Off.
Okay.
June 11th. Just came
and this is the first album off being back in Rock Nation?
Yeah.
Why not no singles? Why not no?
Well, I have a single out right now called Them Girls. And
so talk to me. Let me know.
Okay, Them Girls.
You know what I'm saying?
Them Girls is the single came out first.
Okay, I got you.
Came out in May, and then it led up to the album No Days Off.
And which is out now or coming?
It's out now.
No Days Off is out now. All right, cool. So why not this? Now this is gonna be my next question. Why not put out a EP or, you know what I'm saying, something like that before you put out the album?
Because it was like that. I already then lost a year.
Okay,
lost a year, so I had to hurry up and put everything forward. So I did 12 tracks.
Do you feel like it was rushed, or do you feel like you did it? It was
I feel
it went exactly how you wanted.
I mean, like an EP, the one about 8 tracks.
Yeah.
So I just did 12. You know what I'm saying? I just give them like really I did 11.
Yeah.
And then 12 is like a party mix, like, you know, for the club.
Okay.
Or a DJ, you know what I mean? Like that. So I really did it in the EP form, but it's really like an album, you know, where you got to put it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really an EP. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, like got you. So appreciate you clearing that up for my people that watch. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
so album's out now. The single is called
Them Girls.
So I'm hoping this is about them girls.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
so,
man. You can't have too many of them.
Why you can't have too many of them?
Man, you gotta leave them alone, and then you focus on one. You know.
Okay, so is that the message in that song right there?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about it. Talk to me about it.
Okay, them girls, just like after everything I done seen or been through, it was like being on the road. It's cool while it's on the road, but when all the smoke clears, you gonna want that one.
Yeah.
You know, you need, you know, and then.
What if you're on the road a lot?
Yeah, so it's like that's when you find that one.
Yeah.
That you can fit everybody in one. You know?
Okay.
So if you can't find that one, that could you know, be everything you need all in one. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much your damage control. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
I did a song called like Them Girls. You know, find you one. You know, you could tell you got your rhythm about certain things that I say.
Yeah.
And be open minded to a woman. You know.
Okay.
Like listen to her, understand her ways. You know what I'm saying? And
how much of this album is like women driven?
It's I give about.
Do you like speaking to the ladies?
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's 50-50. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you. And then what's the other 50?
Trap.
Gotcha.
Trap, you know what I mean? Trap,
yeah. Outside.
Yeah. I mean, look, gospel, everything. You know what I'm saying? I really grew up in my dad, he was a drummer for a gospel group called the Mighty Cause of Joy.
Okay.
If you ever heard of them.
Yeah. No, I never heard of them, but I'll check them out now that you said that.
BET.
Yeah.
You know
okay. So you're not a stranger to kind of like, your father was there, but you're not a stranger to being around the spotlight.
Right now.
You know what I'm saying?
See, like my dad, he got killed, you know what I'm saying, probably like when I was like 16. We had a tornado in my hometown.
Oh, wow.
The biggest tornado. He the only one that got killed in it.
Hold on. So one big ass tornado comes, and your pops is the only one that wow, that's crazy.
Took his whole, crushed the whole car. Like some Final Destination. A tree came down.
Yeah.
Crushed the whole car. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
What is going on? This is in North Carolina?
North Carolina, yep.
What?
2016, yep. 2016, and then after that,
I can't even believe that.
Then after that, then the NOLIMIT deal came.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so after that happened with your pops, the NOLIMIT deal came?
Yep.
And wow, your blessings come. They come, but they come.
Yeah. And one thing,
at heartache for you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
one thing I learned: happiness is never planned.
Yeah.
Once you try to plan it, it'll never go that way. So, you know, just everything I have for me, man. I stepped out on faith.
Yeah.
I always started out with nothing and came back with something. You know
Got you. Yeah.
It was never planned. It was always, I just knew what I wanted. I knew how I supposed to go as I thought. I just stayed down until it made sense.
Yeah.
Until they opened the door. You know what I'm saying? And then prayed every day. You know what I'm saying? Pray hard. So.
Well, my brother, you are blessed, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, you're here now, and I appreciate you being here with me, you know what I'm saying? So let's talk about a little bit about the album.
Okay.
You know, the album's out now, 12 tracks. You got the single out now. Okay, so tell me, have you shot a video for it yet?
Yeah, we just shot a video for Tables Turn. That's another single on the album called Tables Turn.
Yeah.
What goes up must come down. Them tables turn. We're still around. Bridges burn, let them drown. Bridges burn, let them drown. What goes up must come down. Tables turn, we're still around. Bridges burn, let them drown. Bridges burn, let them drown.
Just dropped that video. Them girls. We'll probably start shooting on that video probably like next month.
Why them girls didn't get the video yet?
Because like we weren't going. It was like between Tables Turn and them girls. So I did Tables Turn first, and them girls took off quick. So I was like, I gotta go back and hurry up and shoot.
Are you shooting that in the South, or you shooting that out here?
I want to do half and half.
Let me know when you back here.
Okay.
Cause we in there. All right, we gonna come stop by. You know what I'm saying? Throw up the peace sign, cause we in there. All right, you feel me?
I got you.
Yeah. So some of them girls. You told us a little bit about them girls. Well, how are people receiving this album, and what do you feel personally about this album?
I feel like they seen more of me versus me trying to put big names around it, because before then I had, you know, songs with OJ the Juice Man. I got songs with Silk. I got songs with a lot of cats. You know, and
oh, okay. So you seasoned, like I said, like you've been around the right people. Got some things done.
Yeah, man.
So, and this album is mostly mainly all you.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
Yeah, nobody else. All me.
And was that the decision you made? Like, I want to do it this way?
Because it's like now, it's like I'm in a new home, so I gotta, you know, start our way back over now. So it's like everything.
Are you kind of like feeling like you proving yourself again, or?
Yeah, it's like,
or just showing like, yo, I still got it.
Yeah, like the legacy continues.
Okay, got you.
So it's like,
why not name your album that?
I just came up with it like 2 days ago.
So that's the next album. That's crazy. So when the next album comes out, right, and I'm gonna replay this back, just know that people heard it here first.
Yep. Yeah, here first.
Okay, see that? We got an exclusive. All right, cool. Yeah, so showing people that you know that you still here. Basically, you got it going on. You know what I'm saying? 12 tracks on the album. Tell us more about the album, and you know. What's next for you, and what's going on? Any shows coming up that we should be looking out? Like, you know, right talk to me. Sell yourself to, you know what I mean, to the game.
We got a whole tour right now.
Okay.
Called No Days Off Tour. go on my Instagram, Legacy No Limit. You'll see all the dates. You know,
okay.
I'm open for features, bookings, walkthrough. You know, appearances, anything that you need me to do, I'm there. The numbers is on the flyer for you to contact. But you know, the album, I did an album in North Carolina. You know, I pretty much locked myself in, got away from everything, just to focus on this. So I'm like, you know, I'm getting to the point where.
Do you record at home, like in your crib, or you go like to an actual studio?
Sometimes I go to the studio.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go to.
Because people make hits from their bathroom.
Yeah, I go to my man house. Like, his name Ryan Malden. You know, he helped me engineer this whole project. I had no days off. Shout out to him. And so when I did it, you know, it felt, instead of trying to be the producer, I want to be the artist. You know? So I locked myself in this artist mode. You know, just ran it up. You know, and did it quick, man. I did 12 songs.
Yeah.
Then was trying to wrap everything up. Called Real, had Real listen to it. He sent it back. It's a go, and then put it up.
How is that when you send it to them to like approve, kind of like, and you felt like, yo, these are my shits and I know they good, and you hoping like if you send them in, you don't get a negative.
See, like the way I did Real, I didn't send him the whole project. Like every time I'm in the studio, I sit on working on, and then he might say okay, he'll say okay.
Yeah.
Then, but if it's hot, he'll send me back like a fire emoji.
Yeah. Oh, so you knew. Yeah. So I knew. Okay, I got a fire emoji. I got the K. Yeah, but I got the like, OK on this one.
Yeah. So it was 12 tracks that got picked, but it was probably like 30 songs. You know what I'm saying? I was working on the time because I was like, man, it took me like about 3 months.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I just narrowed it all down. One day I just like, you know what, I'm gonna stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go back and look with all these, everybody liking, you know what I'm saying? So I seen everything that I did that he fire on. And them girls was the first.
Do
song.
You do like with your people? Do you do like a session where just check I want y'all to listen to this, or it was like you and the engineer and y'all was sitting there like, yo, it's just us, like we gonna lock in, we gonna send these.
Yeah, because it's like we want to do that, but man, man, people
haters.
Yeah, that not even that take your sound. You know,
got you.
Where I'm from, they call it the pinky. You know what I'm saying? They were like, you put your pinky on it, all you gotta do is change it up in 1 second. It's not yours no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like
I'm gonna use that.
So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? We don't really let people hear unless it's already ready to go.
Okay, got you.
You know what I mean? Like.
Has that happened to you?
Yeah, that's what.
Because I feel like this happened to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I had a cat that stole some beats from me one time.
Oh wow!
And like the beat was like 3 minutes 15 minutes. He started at 3 minutes.
Oh wow!
So it's not mine no more. So now it's his.
That's crazy.
So then he did a poor man copyright on me. So I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna worry about it. He can have that.
Did he do anything with the beat?
Nah, he never do no with it.
Wasted all taking 15 seconds off, wasting your life to do nothing with a beat, bro. Like,
I'm telling you, he didn't think about it.
All a poor man's patent, all this, like all that for what, bro?
Right there, and
to do nothing.
Yeah, and then when I found out, he tried to hit me with the poor man. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah.
So it was like, I was like, you know what? All right.
For the people, I know, but for the people that don't know what's a poor man's patent, let the people know, because there's a lot of people that don't know that you could really do that.
Right.
You know that you can really do this.
So a poor man copyright is you put your CD or whatever you want to keep for yourself that you can't afford. You know, put in an envelope. You know, mail it back to yourself. You know, it had the time and the date and everything on there. You created it. You know,
don't open it. Keep it sealed.
Keep it sealed. Put it up. You know what I'm saying? If they have a LLC to it, it'll hold in court. But you might not win. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got all the proper dates, files. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the stems and everything like that.
And people will do this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad you said that, because not a lot of people know that. Like people and like going through music. I've been doing music a long time and being a DJ for a long time. I've heard a lot of poor man, you know what I mean? Poor man happen to a lot of people, bro. I'm like, damn, that's just whack. You know what I'm saying? But it's real.
My dad taught me that.
Yeah. No, it's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you spoke on that. You know what I'm saying? So the album's out now.
Right.
Tell the people where they can find you at.
Legacy No Limit, all platforms, everywhere. Or you could just Google my name, Legacy No Limit, and you know, you'll find me right there.
And you keeping No Limit, even being like for the rest of your career.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. You know,
I'm not mad at you. Let me say,
because I feel like, you know, if it weren't for them, I wouldn't have the platform.
Yeah,
I got. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I hear the other stories, but my situation came good. You know
yeah.
Like
it's always ups and downs with people. You know what I'm saying? Always, you know,
time change. Man.
Yeah. So time change, people change. You know what I'm saying? So business change. You know what I'm saying? You got to do things different. Like so, like you said, and like I said, a lot of people didn't know the poor man's patent. That's a real thing. Like you know what I'm saying?
Learn the business.
Like so learn the business, and if you could give advice to any artist coming behind you, you know what I'm saying? Tell me one thing before we get up out of here.
Okay, the best thing I could tell you, man, is know what you want to do. You know. Find your own sound, you know, keep God first, you know. Don't be afraid to step out, you know, your comfort zone, because the one that's rooting for you could be the same ones, you know, could be right beside you whether you make it or not.
Got you.
So just keep everything 10 toes, you know, keep God first, you know, and just stay, you know what I mean, stay grounded up, you know, and keep working, keep grinding, keep knocking on doors. Sooner or later somebody gonna hear you.
There you go. No Limit Legacy. AKA blessings on blessings. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Tell them one more time the album.
No Days Off, man.
Tell them the single.
Them Girls and Tables Turn.
And Tables Turn has a video out, so make sure you go check that out. It's on YouTube and songs are on streaming platforms, album on streaming platforms.
Video on Apple Music, you know, so.
Yeah. Yo, I appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Blessings. No Limit Legacy. Let's go. All right?